Joey Antonelli here, and if you're new to the channel, thank you very much for watching. And if you're not new to the channel, you know I've been knocking the dust off my surf fishing gear, and that is because it is pomp season. These guys right here, kind of like these guys. This was made for me by a viewer. I absolutely love it. I think it's super cool with the little zombie pompano theme going on here. And I got it hung up on the wall behind me over here. But we're gonna set it back down there. Just wanted to show you that and say thank you very much. Now, this video is a commercial pompano fishing video from the surf, and it was super fast paced. I only got a small fraction of the fish on video, but it's very repetitive. I was by myself. I could hardly handle the rods. Normally I like to fish 4 rods. I couldn't even keep 2 in the water. The bite was just absolutely on fire this day. With that said, I have a different kind of license, so I'm not looking for a limit of 6. I'm looking to get basically as many as I can get, because from the shore, it's a little different than the boat. On the boat, like I've done before with Captain Matt Budd, I've done easily 100, 150, 200 head pompano in a day, but it's a little different from the beach. From the beach, I'm throwing out my big Tsunami Airwave and Trophy 2 surf rods. They're 12 footers, bombing them out as far as I can. And I mean, to reel in a fish 100 yards takes a lot longer than to reel them in 20 yards on a boat. So also no expenses. My expenses are basically 0. A little bit of tackle, a little bit of gas just to drive around. And then I take the fish to the market at the end of the day. And we're gonna show you the little pile of fish I ended up with, and I'll tell you about where they went. Now, finding the pompano are an incredibly fast fish. They are kind of like the tweakers of the surf fishing world is what I think of. They're always moving, they're super fast. Just because you caught them at a certain place one day doesn't mean that that's the best pompano spot and they're always gonna be there. They're moving, they're following water temps, they're following water clarity, water color, they're following tides. I think the best way to do it is network with a group of friends. I'm not saying blow up your favorite surf fishing spot on a Facebook page. I'm saying find a few people you know that maybe live 10 miles, 10 miles, 10 miles, and you guys can kind of work together and track them and follow the fish that way and look at weather patterns. Like I know by me, a south wind usually makes the water dirty and equals catfish. I mean, if there's a lot of pompano around, you still might catch some pompano for sure. But typically I like a north wind, a northeast wind, not too strong, but those are my favorite winds. They clean up the water, make it look real nice. Now we're gonna go ahead and show you some action-packed pompano fishing coming up here in a second. Just wanted to kind of set it for you, tell you what's going on, and then at the end of the video, I will tell you where you can buy these pompano. This is gold. Good as gold. We got sand fleas, we got live sand fleas. Beautiful beach. Clean water, a little bit of swell, got 1 rod out. I got a whole spread of surf rods to put out with my Tsunami Shields that I use with my Airwaves and my Trophy Series surf rods. But I'm just getting set up now. So I'm gonna put the action hat on my head. I think I'm a little bit early for the bite, but we're gonna go ahead and get the spread out there. I'm gonna set up at least 4, maybe 5 rods. And once they start biting, we'll be back at you and I'll be telling you what I'm doing as I'm doing it. And hopefully you pick up a couple tips out of it. And there's fish. This is gonna be my second rod. They're all really similar setups. Different color floats maybe, but I got the dropper rig. So that one's been chewed up by some crabs. It's seen some things. And then there was probably a float there at one point too, but the crabs ate it. And then my bottom hook, I do no float. Gotta grab myself a lead, snap a lead on there, some sand fleas, and send it way out. All right, looks like we got a bite here, first bite. First bite of the afternoon sessions. That's a good one, that's a good one. Slide that sucker up here. Look at that pompano, nice one. There we go, there we go, there you go, fish number 2. So far we're 1 for 1 on pumps. This looks like good water, and I can't make it over the bar right now, but I got a really good channel on the inside, so I'm kind of throwing on the bar. It looks like there's a deep section between these 2 little areas to the north and south of me. So my far rods, I'm kind of throwing right there. And then I'm also fishing, this actually was one of the ones in a little shallower. Uh-oh, that felt like it came off. Nope, still there. Still there, still there. Whiting. Whiting. We'll take it. Solid whiting. Solid whiting on the middle rig with the float and flea combo. So very quickly we're gonna get them back out there. Got the action hat back on. Got these are my Sword titanium pliers. I know I've showed them before, but they can hang with me. They're pretty strong because I think I've rinsed them like twice ever. And then we're just getting more fleas on there. I will say the correct way to hook a flea is through this little piece right here and down. But the fast way for me is that way, and I'm kind of more about speed. If I wanted, I mean, I'm not missing bites, so I don't really care. If I start missing bites, or if I have bigger fleas, I'll go the other way. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, it is the right one. Not only is it the right one, it's the right two. Oh God, and we're tangled. Fish on, fish on, fish on. All right. Hooked up again, reeling around and around. Man, that ocean looks so pretty. It looks so much like Pompano water. Kitty cat meow meow. Not what we're looking for. Big whitings. Big whitings, that's a stud.
Oh, that's a big one.
Look at the size of that whiting. Yep. Solid whiting right there. Woo. They're starting to fire off a little bit. There we go. This feels more pompano. Really fast shakes. Walking down the beach with him. Come on, buddy, keep coming, keep coming. This is gonna be it. But I'm not disappointed with that whiting at all. That whiting was a giant. Pompano. That's the golden nuggets we're after. Walking it back down. Tighten my drag for the cast. Fire it out into the sky. Look at that raw bounce, 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 bounce. We got another one on. So we're gonna show you the market too after this. I'm probably gonna fish till sundown. And I was actually whaling on them a little bit earlier today too. So we might have a nice little pile of pompanos to go drop off at the fish house tomorrow morning. We got them iced down really good. Well, I use the bucket on the beach, and then as the bucket starts to either get full or time goes by, I transfer them from the bucket to my cooler, which has a little ice water, saltwater slurry. Kitty cat, meow meow. He's still on there, he's still on there. Out in the water. Double, double, double. There we go. There's one, we're gonna have to measure that one. And another one. Now that went on for a while. I caught fish after fish. I could really only man 2 rods. I'd get 3 rods out there and I'd be trying to rebait a rod, and while this other one's bouncing with a pompano or 2 on it, and before I could get to it, it'd get blown up by a shark. Now, I dropped down to 2 rods. That was a lot more manageable. I'd still have the fish on just a few seconds after it hit the water, and I fished for about an hour and a half. I think I got 20 or 24 or 25 pompano, and they ended up at Direct Seafood Outlet. Now, Direct Seafood Outlet has been in business for a long time. They're in Melbourne, and obviously they sell pompano because they bought my pompano. Go there, buy my pompano. That's where I take a lot of my pompano. But they have a lot of other stuff too. Everything from your blue crabs, your stone crabs, your shrimp, your oysters, your clams, all kinds of fish like the pompano, the whiting, sheep's head drum like you see me catching in the surf, to your offshore fish like your wahoo, cobia, dolphin, groupers, snappers, everything. I know they have salmon, tuna, all sorts of stuff. They've been in business for a long time. They'll get it filleted up for you or the whole cooked pompano. They do all sorts of stuff. An incredibly friendly staff. Go there, tell Jerry that Joey sent you. He'll take really good care of you. I mean, they take good care of everyone, but awesome place. Really like them. Let me know what you think of this style surf fishing video. When I have more people out there fishing with me, I can kind of focus a little more on the cameras. But that was it for this one. Hope you guys liked the video, and I will see you in the next video. Later.